So we've looked at creating an isometric grid, but what if you need to make something on an oblique grid? Oblique and isometric are a bit different. So isometric consists only of diagonals and your verticals, but an oblique grid consists of your verticals, your horizontals, and one set of diagonals. This is often used for like cabinet style or cavalier style illustrations. So let's look at how to set that up, and we're going to do a quick, just simple cube in the oblique projection. Now, cabinet and cavalier are pretty simple. They're pretty much the same. The difference is how far back the object projects. So basically, is the part of the object that's moving away from your viewer, is that true to scale, or is it half size? That's what differs between cavalier and cabinet. Neither one is really better than the other. It's really just a matter of preference. That might be your preference. That might be whoever you're working for. That might be their preference. So we're just going to draw out a big giant shape, just like in the other examples. We'll do split into grid. So we'll do 30 by 30. Well, no, we'll do 30 by 20. And so maybe 25, 24. So you can figure out this math real fast. Alright, so if we do 900, that's 30 by 30, and if we change this to 21, we change that to 30, then this becomes 630. There we go. That should give us a nice grid. And that works. That's decent. Your grid may be different. That's fine if it is. Use the grid that you need. This may be too big for you. This may be too small for you. You decide. I'm just going to cut off the extra. I'm going to grab all of this right now. And I'm going to go ahead and tell it to make guides. I could have also used it in my menus in the top, or I could have used Command 5 for the shortcut. And I have this as a guide. Now I'm going to span this across my squares. The projection can be done two different ways. It can be done directly on the 45 degree, dividing every square directly in half, or it can be done more on like a 30-60 angle, where it spans across two squares before getting in that bottom corner point. Once again, it's just a matter of preference. So what do you prefer, or what does whoever you're working for, what do they prefer? So if we drop this there, we can go ahead and let go. Whether you're doing a 45 degree angle or a 30-60, doesn't really matter. We could draw this out, draw each and every single line, but that is a bit time consuming and not very efficient. We could also instead just grab my arrow tool, and we could hold and now just do Command D, and that will duplicate the transform action that I used. And so we'll just do it again, this time going down. And we'll just hit Command D a whole bunch. There we go. Mine's a little wonky because I had already drawn all the way to the top. And so mine ended up going to the right, but yours would probably go up. It doesn't really matter, as long as it works right. You've got that little extra bit on the bottom, and in this method, you're just going to have to deal with it. You can try to cover it up if you want, so it's really up to you. It doesn't really matter, though, because when you export, you're probably going to export along the artboard, boundaries, or by the edge of your object. So it's not really, it shouldn't really be a big deal. So now we've made them all outlines. It looks a little wonky, but you know, just deal with it. It doesn't really matter. You're not going to see that part anyways once you export it. So as long as you can handle it, it's not really a big deal because no one else is going to see it. There are other methods that you could use to try to get rid of it, and if we really wanted to spend the time, we could, but it doesn't hurt anything, and it would be inefficient to deal with it, so just don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. So now we're going to draw something. We've got our line tool again, and you can see how it kind of attaches to our grids. I'm getting a little bit of lag here, actually, but I think it's from the recording software. It doesn't normally do this. Actually, it never does this. It's just a side effect of the recording software. So I'm going to draw out a square here. There we go, a nice square. And so now I can decide how far back this is going to go. I'm going to make mine really more of a rectangular prism because I'm not measuring right now. And there you go. There is a oblique projection for you. I'm going to go ahead and make the hidden lines. And we'll just change this actually to... Alright, so under brush definition, we're going to click the little library here, open brush library. We're going to go to borders and dashed. And now I can choose something that resembles more of the hidden lines a bit better. Drag this up there and make it also dashed. And I think I'll grab all three of these. I think I have all three. Alright, yeah, it just displays them a little weird. We'll just make this a little bit thinner. Maybe 0.5. Give it more of a hidden line look to it. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Pretty good. And I can hide the guidelines, and you can see my oblique projection of a rectangular prism that's pretty close to a cube, not quite. And we could export this to my desktop or somewhere. And so you get the idea. So hopefully you found the video useful. You're welcome to check out some of my other videos on my channel. You're also welcome to subscribe to get updated when I upload new videos. And of course, it's always awesome when people click that like button. So thanks for watching. Hope to see you later. Bye.